Blockchain and logistics. Logistics is becoming increasingly complex, with more parties directly or indirectly involved in supply chains. This complexity is creating challenges related to communication and end-to-end visibility, making logistics processes inefficient. At the same time, expectations of all participants in the supply chain related to transparency, reliability, and service are increasing. Some commentators see vast potential for the technology to be applied within logistics functions. However, discussions about blockchain often fall into the trap of excessive hype by suggesting that it could be a solution for everything. The truth is that blockchain can't solve real-world problems by itself. Instead, it's an underlying technology that makes it possible to share data across digital networks. There's currently no blockchain solution available that offers industrial-grade quality except a handful of pilot projects and consortiums. This study sheds light on the advantages of blockchain technology in the logistics space. It offers an overview of use cases and estimates their impact on the future of the logistics function to provide objective and pragmatic recommendations about blockchain's potential in this field. Global challenges in logistics. Increasingly globalized and complex supply chains are having a major impact on international companies. Stakeholders within supply chains need to handle an increased amount of information while keeping track of more transactions, recording performance, and planning future activities. Logistics processes involving multiple parties require joint execution across every process step. Today, most collaboration is conducted manually and offline, which often leads to redundancies and mistakes. Efficiency will only be possible if parties work together by sharing data to create transparency. In this changing context, logistics functions face challenges related to sharing information along the supply chain securely. This is relevant in several ways. 1. Transparency, the flow of information to support supply chain planning and controlling. 2. Speed and efficiency, getting the right goods to the right place at the right time through digitized and efficient processes. 3. Traceability, reconstructing the origin and movement of goods, and keeping track of materials at every stage in the value chain, including proof of location, audit trails, and certifications. 4. Payment, transferring money to suppliers efficiently and with reliable documentation. Blockchain at a glance. Today, data from transactions between parties is usually stored individually, with no overview of all of the activities. Blockchain, by comparison, offers an automated network where records are shared. Sharing data between parties is typically a huge trust issue that makes collaboration difficult. Blockchain addresses this trust issue because data ownership is shared by all of the parties involved. Blockchain, how it works. First, someone requests a transaction. Then the requested transaction is broadcast to a peer-to-peer network consisting of nodes. Validation, the nodes validate the transaction and the user status using known algorithms. So a verified transaction can involve cryptocurrency and other digital tokens, records, or other information. Once verified, the transaction is combined with other transactions to create a new block of data for the ledger. The new block is then added to the existing blockchain in a way that is permanent and unalterable. After that, the transaction is complete. At its core, a blockchain is a shared database. Specifically, the term refers to a secure and decentralized record of data that cannot be changed, and that is formed across a peer-to-peer network. Key characteristics of a blockchain. Distributed ledger. Every participant in the network has a full copy of all data, updated in real time. This removes the need for verification by creating a single source of truth. Cryptography. The integrity and security of blockchain data are maintained with cryptographic functions, and all updates and changes are displayed with a timestamp. Consensus. All updates, changes, and transactions must be validated by all participants. This eliminates the need for central controlling and creates trust. Smart contracts. A computer program which executes when certain terms and conditions are met. No human interference is required. It automates the repetitive and if actuation in operational and commercial processes. Ultimately, blockchain enables different organizations to share data securely and achieve common goals more efficiently. It makes it possible for stakeholders to interact without the need for a central controlling organization. And it can open up opportunities to develop completely new business models. Relevance for logistics. How can blockchain add value for logistics functions? Can blockchain make processes faster or manage supply chains involving multiple parties? And can it create trust and strengthen collaboration? Several challenges along the supply chain are impacting efficiency for logistics functions. Bottlenecks often occur because of a lack of transparency or cumbersome administration. In many cases, the location of shipments during transport is unclear, which makes scheduling delivery times difficult and causes companies' assets to be underutilized. On top of this, rising expectations related to ethical standards, sustainability, and authenticity are making it increasingly important to ensure a trustworthy audit trail, but it's often hard to trace goods along the entire supply chain. And many logistics processes are still manual and paper-based, which can lead to long processing times. Benefits of blockchain in logistics. The technology can solve key challenges by creating an encrypted digital record that tracks goods at every stage in the supply chain. It makes any irregularities that could disrupt a shipment clearly visible, enabling companies to solve problems quickly. And it can automate processes while also making it easier to verify goods, reducing paperwork and supporting end-to-end traceability. Blockchain enables organizations to share data securely and achieve common goals more efficiently. 1. Enhance supply chain transparency and traceability by provide end-to-end transparency, monitor performance, confirm provenance, increase real-time visibility. 2. Ensure security, immutability, and authenticity by authenticate data and documents, detect fraud, prevent theft. 3. Reduce process complexity by eliminate intermediaries, improve quality assurance, increase level of automation. 4. Improve operational efficiencies by improve compliance, reduce transaction cost, and reduce human error. Blockchain use cases in logistics. 1. Provenance. In logistics, provenance refers to a timeline of changes in the ownership, custody, or location of an object. It could be described as an audit trail and aims to make sure every shipped good has a digital passport that proves its authenticity. These passports include data about where and when the product was made, as well as the route it has traveled. 2. Payments and invoicing. Invoicing and payments related to logistics functions often involve manual and paper-based processes because the companies involved each keep separate records. Matching invoices with payments due or credited is a time-consuming task for companies. Blockchain can store and share digitized records, while also creating smart contracts that automatically handle invoices and payments to shorten processing times and ensure accuracy. 3. Digital documentation. Combining blockchain with the Internet of Things can enable intelligent logistics contracts. This is possible when digitized documents and real-time shipment data are embedded into blockchain-based systems. Digital documentation and smart contracts using blockchain are already in place at the ports in Antwerp, Rotterdam, and Singapore. This ensures security and addresses double spending issues, while also reducing paperwork, connecting data silos, and automating processes. 4. Identity management. Blockchain identity management is a secure solution that protects people's identities against injury or theft. It uses a distributed trust model to ensure privacy where identity documents are secured, verified, and validated by authorized participants. 5. Logistics marketplace. Blockchain enables smooth and integrated communication across complex supply chains. In this way, it improves trust, security, and speed. It can even be used to create platforms where logistics service providers offer free capacity in trucks or ships in real time. Cargo Chain, for example, is an interactive marketplace that enables logistics companies to share availability in real time. It offers full traceability, as well as a payment solution, transport management system, and a hub for managing consignments via web and mobile applications. With Cargo Chain, the efficiency between partners can be improved, and transactional costs can be reduced. How to make it happen? Overall, there is no single answer to the question of the potential value of blockchain for logistic functions. Companies should keep these hurdles in mind but should also acknowledge the value this technology can create in specific use cases and setups. Hurdles of blockchain. Knowledge and awareness. Lack of understanding and awareness about blockchain and its potential. Limited availability of skilled workforce to design, implement, and operate blockchain solutions. Lack of trust among companies who are nervous about sharing data on open platforms, although blockchain in fact is. Building trust paradox. Interoperability. Integration issues due to variety of individual solutions used from each party involved. Non-existence of a standard one blockchain solution. Performance. Very specific use cases and requirements of existing blockchain solutions. Limited direct visibility of benefits for the flow of goods due to more focus on process automation and optimization. Regulation and governance. Lack of clear legal frameworks to govern blockchain transactions in various domains. Limited accepted business practices to act as a reference for operating and governing blockchain solutions. A risk on disintermediation. Redundancy of intermediates in the logistic chain. Today, several intermediates make their living of the inefficiency in logistics processes. So if blockchain takes away this inefficiency or lack of transparency, intermediates may become redundant or at least less involved. 4 steps to blockchain success. Creating and implementing a blockchain solution is not a traditional IT task. There's no point recreating the old world with a blockchain at its core. Organizations that do not recognize this risk reassert existing roles, processes, and business models. Instead, you need a strategy that transforms your approach. 1. Make the business case, where and how to start. Commit to new ways of working, frame the problem and solution. Start small, then scale up. 2. Build an industry ecosystem, new rules for the new relationships. Focus on a cooperative few, broaden your network. Work across the value chain. 3. Design deliberately, determine rules of engagement. Confront risks early. Consider privacy implications, invest in data and processes. 4. Navigate regulatory uncertainty. Watch, but don't wait. Shape the trusted tech discussion, monitor evolving regulation, use existing regulation as a guide. Conclusion. Blockchain has many potential advantages in the logistic industry. It enables companies to increase efficiency, transparency, and traceability, while also making supply chains more secure as the origin and authenticity of products is known, proven, and shared. However, companies are waiting for the real breakthrough solution for logistics functions. There is a lack of trust and understanding regarding the technology and its applications. Many executives are still unclear about what blockchain is and how it is changing business. Blockchain's capacity to offer a new form of infrastructure and a new way to digitize assets through tokens is not easy to explain because it is an underlying technology, and all happens behind the scenes.
Yes, see you on
Feel
the
okay?
top.
Feeling good?
Okay, see you on the top.
Yes.